it interactive. And so, first of all, we've secured our space. Just an aside, it's beyond me in a professional environment to wait over a week and a half to get a reply back from the MA. Find that inexcusable, but that's another subject. So anyway, we did secure our space, and we got these, I ordered and have the inexpensive threefold, display things that you can put on top of a table. We're going to put a headline across the top that will say, how well do you know your Santa Cruz County history? And then in those 3 different folds, we're narrowing down 7 historic properties within the community, and we're going to ask a question about that. There'll be a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you'll get you'll get a score sheet. We're doing everything so that we can run things off easily and quickly for the county. There'll be a multiple choice here, and I'm just going to give you an idea of how we're going to have fun with this. So the first one would be a picture of the Davenport jail, and we'll say, question, who is the last occupant of this structure? And so we're developing the answers. Was it Bob Smith, who was an inmate there, or was it a kite store, or was it a coffee shop? I don't know, or is it a museum? I mean, we're just going to have some fun responses to some of these different historic places. And if you can then, it'll be multiple choice. I'm trying to show you how to do it, sorry. And you'll circle it. There's a place at the bottom to put your name, email, and a telephone number. And if you get all 7 correct, then we have yet to identify, but we're probably going to look at the bibliography of some of those wonderful historic books as a prize, that you would get. And of course, we don't know how many people will win, so we'll probably back end the prize at the end of a buy on some of these books that someone can have. So we're trying to make it interactive and fun and use it from one end of the county to the other, and just 7 different things. So we have Annie will probably be talking to you on what we're going to get copies of once we identified. I know Barry's out today, but we had earmarked for Friday to know the 7 that we're going to work with. So this coming week, we'll get those 7, and we'll start pre-assembling the little booth thing together so that we have everything ready to go, so we're not doing it at the last minute. So that's kind of the concept that we have for the event there.
Great. And just as Stephanie mentioned, keep receipts or document your expenses, and that's to me. So I'm glad to hear that we would be able to reimburse you. So yeah, and for the entry,
I'm not losing sleep over it.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree. It should, you're doing your role of educating the community. You shouldn't have to pay for that. So
yeah. So Barry or myself will be contacting you, Annie, to get the final selection, what photos we have to work with. And, we want the photos that it's maybe hardly recognizable from today, if something could be like that, if you will, the really original photos, because we want the quiz to be a bit challenging, if we can do that.
Okay. So. Yeah, I know. I could talk to you offline too, but I don't know if you're counting on me to get photos. I'll have to kind of look and see what we have available. Maybe
I'm talking archival. We're only doing archival. Okay. We're not going to go out and take pictures. So if we select something and you say I don't have a photo of that, then we'll take the next. Okay, we'll just figure that out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for most of the resources we do have the original photos. So. And nowadays we can make much better copies than what's in inventory. So hopefully we can have some reasonably good photos. But.
I mean, for example, because it's such a great example, I'm sure there's some old photos of the Heen apple bar, right?
Definitely.
The apple bar.
Yeah.
Bar. You can tell what I'm thinking about.
One good picture of it. There's only one.
There's only one.
Right.
But it's an old picture, correct?
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah. It's a great
okay.
One. Yeah.
So you get the idea. And, we'll just have as much fun with the answers as we will just engaging people and talking about things. And that's really how we want to have the conversation started there.
Okay. Great.
That's really good.
Does the commission like that idea?
I like
it. Absolutely.
All right.
All right, well, then, so then we'll open it for public comments. Becky?
Hello, I'm not sure if I'm muted or unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I can't remember what I've done, *6, *5, whatever. But thank you. And thank you, Commissioner Wood, for this fun, it sounds very fun, outreach effort. And thank you for persevering to get the spot. Are you going to reach out to other museums to provide you with any archival photos they may have? I'm thinking about the Pajaro Valley Historic Association. They have some amazing photos, and I don't know where these 7 different sites that you and Commissioner Perlman have chosen are, but I hope that, and it kind of goes back to this idea of collaboration among all of us in the county who care about historic preservation, the museum volunteers, to bring them in. And maybe they aren't going to be at this event, but we could include them by contacting them for any good quality archival photographs. I'm wondering, because I've done some things like this before, and think it's really important to get the kids involved. One thing that kids love, and I don't want to throw a fly in the ointment, but they love wheel spins. And I don't know if it could be possible to have a small wheel with some names of other historic places, or even things that are on the National Historic Registry in our county. Those names could be there, and then try to have the kids find it on a map somewhere in the county, and maybe it's next to them. So anyway, wheel spins always get kids involved and excited, and it might be one way, if it's not too difficult, to engage the kids. If you'd like to do that, I would love to help try to find something like that. I'm going to be sitting in the Davenport jail that day. So anyway, thank you for your good work, and I really support this, and I would like to help in any way possible besides sitting in jail.
Thank you.
I'd like to add just a thought. I mean, I think that all of these are great ideas, but I also think that for this year, time is kind of, and yeah, there's not enough time to do all of that this year.
Less moving parts.
Yes, exactly. Just make it direct. But think about, take notes for next year, because, those are great ideas. But also, if you want to contact me for photos, if I don't have it, I probably know where it is. So,
well, just so you know, Barry has taken the responsibility of selecting the 7 based upon what's easy to get a hold of. All right, so we're not inventing the wheel. And then I'm tasked with actually putting it all together. So that's how we're dividing and conquer on our end. So I don't know where he is on the 7 right now. We've each thrown some things in the hat, and he's out today, but he's finishing that up the next day or two, so we know what that 7 looks like. And I don't know what it is. So,
well, if I can help with the photos, let me know.
Thank you.
I could just send you. It might not.
Thank you. We may well task you. I'll let Barry know that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so moving on, any commissioner presentation or informational items? And we don't have any written correspondence, do we?
Just the Caltrans.
The bridges,
Yeah.
So review of items for future agendas. And I know we did some of that at the last meeting, at the April meeting for the July.
Oh,
So Okay, let me look at the minutes from the April meeting. Oh, right, so that is one thing, for July would be, presentation by county council regarding their role in working with commissions and answer any questions. Also, we deferred the election of the chair and vice chair from the April meeting for July, so that will be on the agenda. Review of general plan, updated general plan policies in the sustainability update. And
Seems like there was something about. Were you going to, get back to us on the change? The change on our duties in the park recreation and cultural department description of,
well, I think we ironed all that out for this time, so. that I
okay,
can
so
get
it's
it.
just gonna go in.
Yes, right,
Okay.
yes, I can report back on that, report back. I'll be here then too, that's the other thing that's happening in July, is presentation by Ma. Yeah, and I can report back on the, contract with Ma and the updated duties. And then I guess, continuing discussion of goal, I think you said beginning with goal number 5, the Mills Act, right?
So there's going to be, yes, so there's going to be 2. There's going to be one agenda item for goal action items. And then the other one will be continuing the goal review, starting with goal number 5.
Okay. And I can coordinate with you regarding what the action items that you've identified for the goals are to add those to the agenda.
Yes, yes, and we do, yeah, because we're going to be, we're going to be splitting goal number 3, and then we're adding about our budget. That's going to be a new goal to have, to look at our annual budget every year so that we can make any comments. Continuing goals. Starting with number 5, Hrc budget. Okay. Got quite another. All right, so I don't know if any of you heard that. So, so at our July meeting, we're going to be having county council come to clarify some things for us. So if you have any questions about county council or the Brown Act, you can bring them and prepare. We'll be electing our chair and vice chair at the July meeting. We'll be updating the plans on the sustainability report. We'll have the law presentation, and the update to the contract that we finalized today will be there. We'll be going over the goals that have action items to them to get the progress on those action items, and then continue with the evaluation of our goals, starting with number 5. And then we'll be adding the Hrc budget as a goal. And I think we were going to continue. Yes, so then we'll be talking about the Hrc budget, because that'll be a new year. So we'll have our 1,500 budget for consultation. for a consultant. And things that we can maybe use that budget for. So we have a full agenda for July.
I want a report on the, history
The
fair.
history fair?
Yeah. To find out what
Okay,
people, what you people thought about it.
okay, so, so Neil, we're adding a report on the history fair.
I was going to suggest that. I think that's a good idea. Thanks, Alberta.
Okay, if you have any other ideas that pop up, let Annie know. And so I think we're finally at the end, adjournment. So can I get a motion for adjourn? And it will be at, oh my God, 1 o'clock.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Second?
and, okay, approved in a second, we're adjourning at 1 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.